Welcome to a DropTent Media Production.
Hello and welcome to the Puppy Dogs and Kitty Cats and Bunny Rabbits podcast, where comics talk about things that are just fucking dandy with life. Neil!
Hey!
Hey, buddy.
Look at you. Look at you all ready for this date, dude.
That's
You're
right.
so excited.
Oh, God.
You're so eager.
Yeah,
Too eager, probably.
Probably.
You think how far you're going to have to chase her until you catch her, probably.
I think I've already chased a bit, and she's
Yeah.
late. Right now, she is laying down and saying,
All you
have
to do is not shit your pants. Like, that's, I'm not even, like, literally, that's all you have to not do.
Well, now you're putting.
Don't shit your pants.
Now you're making rules.
Don't shit your pants!
Can't just throw that at me. Yeah, we bumped up this recording a little bit because I have a fourth date to go on with a girl who likes me very, very much, and I'm terrified at the prospect.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Because the last time this happened, she was gone in 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You're crunching those numbers. You're keeping a track. I know that.
No, I know.
Before we get into our guest, I'm serious. You keep track of this. Actually, everyone can see him now. So why?
I
forgot for a brief moment.
Let's just bring him in.
Let's just bring it in. Yeah.
Our guest this week, comedian, funny man, musician, Mr. Tom Bair. Buddy, how you doing?
Tom Bair is.
What's going on? Bam.
Tom Bair!
Oh, Tom Bair.
Hey-o.
In the
It's not a first. It's not a last. It's
No.
one. It's one word. Yeah, Tom Bair.
Tom Bair.
Yep.
Tom Bair. Tom, don't call me Yogi Bear.
I
hate your face.
We've heard all the Bear.
And this podcast.
I know.
How are you, Tom? How you feeling?
What's
buddy?
going on, man? It's nice to be here again in a different format.
Yes, in a different form. No, that other podcast is dead to us. We don't
Yeah.
even know it
That's
exists.
what I'm saying. You need to, like a roll up banner, dude. Just like magical mystery.
I really would love a like. Swoop, swoop,
Yeah,
and
you're
then-
just like.
The
like a
only
rotation.
consistent is just Batman, like the actual thing you made, and your beautiful three-dimensional work there.
Yeah.
your
We're just
3D
like
plastic
there's always
work.
like something blocking it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird because, like I said, we're coming up on a reformat of the show, so I'm very curious where we're gonna go with it. I probably shouldn't be because I'm the one who has to think it up. I can't show up on day one and be like, "Ooh, I wonder what they're gonna surprise me with," and we're on like, shit.
Yeah, what are you, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah. No, I'm listening to a lot of old radio stuff because, like I said, that's where I want to go.
I listen to all
a
that
bit
kind of
more
stuff.
with it.
Yeah. I listen to a bunch of that stuff. But,
Check out Ron and Fez if you've never seen it. Ron and Fez is amazing.
Yeah, Ron and Fez is very good.
You know, I've heard of it, but I never
checked it out.
Yeah, what, was this
I
a
wouldn't be
podcast or
surprised
is
if
it?
you liked it.
This was serious.
Tom would like it.
Oh yeah, well you
Tom
know,
Bair
all right, you know what it is. Joe Rogan, being my main godfather of podcasting, has said repeatedly, I was just trying to duplicate what Opie and Anthony were doing on Sirius XM, where it was just getting funny people in a room and it's a real hangout type thing. And Ron and Fez was their weird sister show, where like Ron and Fez were.
That's where I've heard it. Okay.
Yeah, Opie and Anthony were like the shock jocks, but
What?
Ron and Fez, they had like long going bits. The last 5 years of the show is one of the hosts slowly losing his mind, and it is captive. They do a 2-hour show where Fez Whatley claimed that his cat would say the word cookie.
Yeah.
And they bring the cat into the studio to try, and of course it never says cookie.
Right.
And it's just 2 hours of cookie, kiss, cookie. Just make the fucking cat say cookie. And she usually does.
He's
I
making
swear.
it sound terrible. So there is patter in between because what you're doing. I mean, they're playing classic like straight man, and so yeah, a lot of the time. But then there is like mental breaks, and it's very strange because it does blur for the listener, as someone who's like never even heard of it, and then for Jesse to show it to me. It was nuts. It was kind of crazy to be like, is this real or not real?
They take
I can't tell.
They take
what's
a lot
real.
of the wrestling aspect to it. Of
Yeah.
like they don't let you in. Like some of it's obviously a bit,
yeah.
but you don't know what.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I
That's
like that
awesome,
little
yeah.
mystery. I like that because it keeps my sad thoughts down, makes my happy thoughts go through the roof.
Well, Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, it's just
right.
I do like the abstraction. It kind of takes me away from reality, which I dig. I love
yes,
that point of
yes,
it.
no,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like it very much. Specifically for something you could tell they go in with like a loose outline, and then it's just like really sharp people like coming off the fly.
Yeah.
So anyway, so everyone's love life is great, right?
Yeah.
Just checking around the room.
Yeah,
Going good.
You know, it waxes and wanes, right?
Yeah, dude.
We're down here. He's up there.
I'm on a ship.
You
I'm
know?
just on a ship floating through the water. I don't even know, dude.
Goddamn right. Yo, anywhere the wind blows, baby.
It's pretty much how it goes, man.
I was in a valley between very imposing mountains, and now I have a helicopter that's lifting me out and upward.
Yes.
Probably drop
We
me.
don't know if the pilot is steering. That's the problem. It feels like there's no pilot.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you're going to eventually just like look over and be like, isn't it great to be here, honey? And
Like,
then
it
just
sure
look up and
is.
it's like,
Wait a second.
we've been plummeting to our death for about at least 5 minutes. Dude, I honestly don't know where I am in terms of like any kind of relationship stuff. You know how I am, though. I'm a weird bird. But
Yeah.
I mean, I get you. I know Tom's going through some tough times right now. He's going through a little something.
Just a little something, yeah. I'm just like
DV2, dude. This is the sequel. You're going through GV2, dude. Don't bang on the table.
Oh, yeah, we got the T2 reference. There you go.
Nice.
Yo, Adam Nutter would be proud. I'm just saying, right? Greatest fucking accent. And shout out Adam Nutter.
Yeah, shout out Adam.
Shout out Adam Nutter.
How are you doing, Adam?
You don't
Nutter?
shout out that motherfucker.
Oh
on
my
show.
god. No, we're like in his domain almost in a way. Anyway, his spirit lives on.
Is this
And
his dojo?
Nah, not when he's not here. This is the cheetah.
no,
pit
they never
when he's not
talk.
here.
They never talk about the magical mystery tour on the Nerds of Our
So
Word
this has been a
podcast,
bit
and
that
I'm
no
just-
one has caught on to, but we will never have Adam Nutter again on this show ever again.
Interesting.
I've made it a thing.
Okay.
He's not ready for this. It's not a good place for him to be. He's just a weird little
big-
high boy. You know what I mean? He gets high and just floats
Yeah.
out of the world. I get it. That's your life. All right?
I know.
Me and you like to dip down into the gross. We like
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
into the muck
got
and
that right.
fuck around
He
a
also
little bit.
he really fucked up our movie watching episode because
He did.
he would not stop guessing, and at a certain point he's going to guess right, and they're just like, are they gonna fuck kids? Like, no, they're not gonna fuck kids. Like, God damn it, he
We
ruined.
always don't want, and stop hitting the table, Adam.
Yeah, you
God
are.
damn
You're
it,
sitting
dude.
in Adam's
Sorry.
chair using Adam's headphones.
It bleeds through the seat and it comes up inside his ass. And then before you know it, it comes up in the ass and then just bam, bam, and it turns into Donkey Kong.
The first thing that he did was the T2
Yeah,
thing
dun,
too. He
dun,
was
dun,
like,
dun, 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 dun. Fucking professionalism, dude. That is pure IKEA you're hitting.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, first time I sat down on this thing, I was like, oh, this is dangerous around me. Anyway,
Yeah, I know. It's not sturdy built like some of the stuff you
Yeah,
build, dude.
so,
I know.
But so,
Yo.
I get you,
so
man.
you're going through a divorce right
all
now.
right, divorce number 2. Yeah, and
Now,
I'm.
how recent is this? Because I got to be honest, I saw you post something sad on Facebook one day, and then it went down. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I wonder about that. And then all of a sudden it said single. Like, wait
Yeah,
a
dude.
sec. And I looked at all his pictures, like, definitely has a wedding ring in those pictures.
The post was super conservative. You just put divorce and then a frowny face. Good job.
No, it was like-
divorce.
Well, I was, yeah. Well, I'm impulsive, dude, and I'm just like, hey, I'm feeling it right now. And, you know, Facebook is just, social media in general is all like, I'm happy.
Right.
And, dude, for the last, like, 4 fucking years that I've been with that girl, I've been happy as fucking posting crazy-ass adventurous pictures
Yeah,
with
dude.
both of us fucking killing it out there.
You have them.
But when it falls, I want to be able to share that. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I want to be like, hey, I'm down now. I'm in the valley. I've been on the mountaintop for a while. Other people are gonna share that fucking mountain, and now I'm down in the valley, and I want to fucking. But it was a little too soon. You know,
While we're in this valley, carve the name of your Facebook and social media on the tree next to it, just so people know. Right now,
Yeah,
they
where
might be
can- where-
they might be
where can we
going to
find you
look
online?
at it.
Oh,
might-
yeah.
the
They might be
people
going
need
to look
know.
at it
All
right now.
Awesome. Facebook, Tom Bair. You'll see my picture. I'm the one eating the mango
It's
with
B-A-I-R.
the B-A-I-R. Spelled like it sounds, baby. Bair. And then also in Instagram, Laughing Bear, and you know how to spell laughing, and bear, B-A-I-R.
Boom.
Bam.
No,
And look
no
at-
underscores, no hyphen, no nothing.
I didn't want to fuck around with that, man.
Dude,
Just
you have
Laughing
some fun.
Bear all at once, man.
I agree. They're terrible creatures.
underscore and all that shit, dude. It was like, what do we got, a typewriter or
But
something?
go and
here?
look, because he preaches the truth. Tom Bair like gets out there. He's adventurous. He's out there in the world making shit happen.
Stealing picnic
And
baskets.
it's crazy that now you're just like, we
Hey,
have
boo-boo.
been. How many times are we going to hit that
Steal
joke?
a picnic baskets.
How many times?
I got a few more.
You
We
got
can
to
roll
view
it.
it? Oh,
We could
good.
roll it.
So
No,
what,
I'm fine.
you won't see them coming,
You got a
Neil,
couple more?
because you got to hit them where they ain't. Bam! Took it further. Yogi Berra.
Oh, God damn it.
Hey, boo boo.
Can
Want to
I
steal
s-
some picnic baskets?
Can I
love that
squeeze
yours-
a Roger Maris
that's-
joke in somewhere?
First of all, Tom Bair's impression has been 100% glossed over in the fact that it sounds like an old Italian mob boss doing Yogi Bear.
It sounds like Yogi Berra.
Yeah, it sounds like Yogi Berra
doing Yogi
Oh,
Berra.
okay,
yes.
that's even funny.
Anyway, yeah.
Back to your sadness. So
Divorce,
listen.
dude. Divorce is the thing.
So
all right.
your first one, which we didn't, I didn't ask,
Let's
I
talk
didn't know.
about the
So
first
you
one.
were with
Let's get number
10
one out of the way.
So 10 years.
First blood.
10 years altogether. You got married when?
I got married when I was 24. I'm 37 now.
Bad idea.
Yeah, totally. I got talked into it.
You think 24 is a terrible, I think 24 is a fine age to get married. If you know, I mean, it's tough.
If you know.
At the time, the girl was with me, and I was like, damn, I am lucky to be with this girl. She's amazing. And at some point, she was like, I feel like I want to kill myself. And I was like, dude, why? What's wrong? And she was like, I feel
how many young ladies have you dated previously? Before that?
A few. Yeah,
Okay.
I bounced around a little bit. But I'm a girlfriend guy, man.
Yeah. How
How
long was the relationships before you met that young lady?
I had like a high school sweetheart before that.
Okay.
Never marry a
2-3
high school
years?
sweetheart. Yeah.
Because that's solid in high school. Like,
I was like
2-3 years.
Yeah, 2-3 years for a high
Okay.
school sweetheart, and then like
So
maybe
you're a stranger to volatility, possibly.
yeah,
Right? Like because first, what you just said, you were like, oh yeah, she's like, sometimes I want to kill myself. That's a big swing. That's a big red flag.
Yeah. Well, it was just like, I would kill. I don't know. She said something about killing herself, and I was like, man, that's when I proposed, basically.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
And she's like, I just don't have anything because I don't know. Her mom was getting remarried and moving out of the house and all this, so she was in transition periods and stuff like that. She felt like she had no home and no place and everything. And I was just like, yo, let's get married. And she was like, all right. And I thought that was gonna kind of, I don't know. She was a little jealous. She was a little jealous. And I didn't realize it. And then
jealous of you and who? What do you mean? How
that's
is
what
she
I mean.
jealous?
Like, yo, we hang out all the fucking time.
Because you're just you're a beautiful person in general. And
Yeah.
I don't mean to. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass here.
No,
dude.
no.
You are. Like, you're one of the. We were actually talking about this last night in terms of like you have some people that you just meet, and Tom Bair is one of those. He's like, "What's going on? I'm here to have fun. You guys are here to have fun. Let's fucking get down."
You goddamn right.
Seamus Millar, like, you know what I mean? Steve Bickle. Like, I'm going to say Steve later. Just like people that are around having fun, jovial people.
Go.
Yeah. You're one of those. So I can't imagine, like, I could understand if a woman is very jealous if she's like, oh, how dare. He's like, well, no, that's just how Tom is. That's just Tom is just a jovial dude.
Yeah.
So what is she jealous of in those instances?
Did she want to clip your wings and keep you caged all to
Pretty
herself?
much, yeah. She was like, all right, look, her parents got divorced when she was 5. So she has like, when that 5-year-old range, man, like that shit affects you. So she's like, kind of started to be a little jealous and stuff like that. And I didn't realize it at the time, like how deep it was. But basically, she was a jealous girl, man. And I thought maybe
was this jealous of time spent with friends or with other
everything.
Or?
Yo, she was like, hey, you got to be 100% in it to win it. I don't know. I'm like, once you get a taste of me, you need me forever. I don't know, man. I have no idea. But but anyway, yeah. So I was like, let's get married. So we got married, and
10 years together. That's what that's the
10
only
years
information
total,
I have. 10 years total together. Married for 6.
Married for 6, yeah. So we got
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, married for 6. We got a house together. We moved in together. It was just like the first person I ever lived with. So I never like had
no children together, right?
No kids. No, yeah.
Okay.
She didn't want to have kids. And I was like,
okay.
dude, if a woman doesn't want to have kids, don't have kids with her.
Well,
That's not a mom.
That's crazy.
That's not a mom.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Right.
She's not a mom. She's a video poker. Oh man,
That's
I'm
weird. I
talking
didn't
trash.
think about it like that, Jess.
I feel like every single girl I meet anymore doesn't want to have kids, or someone that, believe it or not, this already came up with a new girl I'm talking to. She was like, well, I never really thought I'd want to have kids, but like I never, maybe I just haven't met the right guy.
Well, that's my sister.
Yeah.
My sister from a young age was at the table being like, that's not coming out of me. You're not putting something the size of a watermelon out of something the size of a lemon. She was being conservative.
Right.
And
talking about a pussy.
Listen, she just had twins and she didn't even go out that way. So it's probably still, I cannot finish that joke because I forgot my other sister listens to this. God damn it. Chrissy, turn it off. I love you. Sorry. But it's one of those things. She was 100% like against it. Early age. She was like, nope. And mind you, I wasn't exactly excited when everyone's just like, sure, wait it out. Because I knew from a young age, like I was either going to be a dad, like probably midway through my 20s. I thought like midway through my 20s, I was going to be a dad.
Me too, man.
Right.
That's what
and
I
had
thought.
a little bit of the same. My dad was 22, 23 when I was born.
And then I got older and I was like, you know what? I might not want kids. I might want to get older and then adopt. It's a pain in the ass to adopt, but I would want to adopt and not like, I mean, if you can, it's a pain in the ass and the whole thing. Anyway, but like it was one of those things where I was like, yeah, I could see myself, but I never thought of that's very interesting. Tom's like, well, one, if a woman doesn't want children, that's fine, whatever. But it's also crazy for a guy to be like, no, you gotta have kids.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
But
Don't talk a woman into
I never
having
thought
kids.
about it in terms of that's not a mother.
That's not a mom.
Very interesting. I mean, because I've seen myself as a dad 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
And I also I have to disagree with that assessment because I feel every single person I know who said I don't want to have kids, they fucking go back on it.
Yeah, well,
and a lot of it is just getting older.
My mom.
Yeah. There you go. But
we'll get into that when we get into the format. But yeah, definitely, my mom was the same way. Yeah.
Right. Like that's an argument I've made a few times about people in our generation who like I'm never getting married, I'm never having kids. Like I don't understand that because for me it's like you're 8, you can't wait to be 13. You're 13, you can't wait to be 18. 18 can't wait to be 21, and then you hit 21 like nah, just this forever. There's nothing else to experience.
I am contrary to that. I'm sorry. I should say that I said one of two things. I'm either never having children or I'm having children when I'm 25. I'm having a kid when I'm 25.
Mm-hmm, me too.
And I hit 25 and I was like, I don't want kids. Like, I might not ever want kids. But I want to get old and get a bunch of money and then just give it to to like an adopted kid. Like on the day I adopt them, I just want to give it to an adopted.
You want to
adult.
do like a Great Expectations thing, or
I want to do Great Expectations. I'm thinking, some sweet Brewster's Millions. Like I'm trying to
find that boy.
I'm trying to really get it to that.
Find that boy who's cut off your shackles all those years ago.
Yeah,
who has
exactly.
you escaped the prison camp.
I do, and it's true. But I definitely it's very interesting. So you got early in the relationship when you were married. Because this will come in later for the second kind of problems that we're having currently.
Yeah.
So what was that relationship like? So jealousy's kind of there. You're not sure. Is that happening later in the relationship?
No, right off the bat, and I should have known better. Like she all right. So she was living. I was living in my parents' house still, and she lived about an hour and a half.
What's
away.
her address?
She was over in Long Beach Island, Manahawkin, actually. Crow's Nest.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And so she was crossing. She was going around the Pine Barrens in order to reach me.
Sure.
You know? And
Sure.
I'm in Jersey, obviously. And for those who don't know, and
obviously, look at him. He's going off look because he's like,
Yeah.
look at me. I'm from the Pirates. I think it's all. I think it's noticed.
no. Well,
if you gave him an accent, I could see like Carolina out of him.
Tom does it. Tom threw me off the first time I met him. I thought he was from California.
Really?
Yeah,
I can see that.
man.
I can see
His
that,
vibe,
too.
his overall vibe, just coming back from Cali. He's a guy like who'd fucking
that
dude.
warms my soul.
Yeah,
man.
dude, I used to skate when I was
That
younger,
warms
dude.
my
What are you
soul.
up to tonight?
Yeah.
Like that kind of
You
fucking
goddamn
vibe,
right.
dude. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Good
again.
energy.
Pine Barrens, go ahead.
No. Well, we crossed the Pine Barrens, the great Pine Barren Reef. Anyway, man, we were driving back and forth and stuff. But anyway, she was living in my place for a little bit, and she was just like home one day and like found just happened to look on my computer at recent documents and found like Girls Gone Wild.
She was a porn hater, jealous.
Yeah,
Really?
and I was deep in VHS at this point. Like I had a VCR. I had like a couple of tapes, dude. Like my age is showing, but it's all right.
Holy
Let
shit,
me do the comb
dude.
over here.
Yeah,
But it's,
Dude, I can.
I had a couple tapes on there, and I was like, yo, what's the problem? You know what I mean? Like, of course I jerked off before you came here so we can have sex longer. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, geez, I'm a sensei. Anyway, so yeah, she was like, what's the deal with this? And I was like,
Wow.
what? I was jerking off. What? Like, and she just got pissed and fucking left and like jumped in her car and ran down the road, and I chased after her, and it was like a fucking movie, and we like fucking, I was like following her like a high speed chase and shit, and then she pulled over in this this elementary school, and we like had it out.
Barrens.
This is like the big. Well, no, it was outside the Pine. No, we had to cross the Pine Barrens.
Gotcha.
This is Franklinville, by the way.
Oh, all right. I'm familiar.
Okay.
Sure.
So anyway, yeah, so we just had this big thing. She's just like, yeah, I don't like that shit. Basically, she doesn't like porn. She was like, like you're in it to win it with me. Basically, she didn't say that.
So I want to know that, Jesse, are you wondering the same thing? So are her sexual? Is she very? Oh, excuse me. Is she very sexually outward? Like, hey, we're doing sex all the time.
Oh, I can guarantee it's a no.
Yeah, I found
no.
It's a yes.
We have to have sex every day.
Yes.
Oh,
if you don't have sex with me, if you don't
Yes.
have sex with me every day,
I
then
know
that
the
means
type.
there's something wrong with me.
I know what you're talking about. Yes, exactly.
So we would have sex
I'm
every
surprised you
day.
didn't clock that because that comes. I've met a
Comes
couple
from
of young
experience.
ladies. A couple of young ladies. I've never dated personally. I never dated one, but I've heard, pray tell, of women being like, "No, I don't like porn." And usually those that heard like, "No, you have a very sexual appetite. You have a very high sexual appetite." But at the same time, they're like, "Hey, any confluence, any people coming in there, your thoughts though are very important to me." And I've seen that jealousy kind of play out. Okay, so you're having this fight out in a fucking parking lot. At a school? Is that what you're
at
doing?
a school in the evening, you know. This is a school I frequent quite regularly.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry?
I went there.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Yeah.
But I also climbed the roof and rollerbladed on the roof.
Of course you
Well,
did.
you never stopped by the old elementary school just to see how the class
stomping grounds.
You never went
So
over
like a fifth grader, be like, I used to go here, dude. What
Yeah.
are you up to, dude?
You never been wanting to build a skate rail and just steal the rail off the top of the fence and just walk it home?
Of course.
And not get pulled
I've
over
been there, dude.
or anything. You know. Anyway,
I've been 12. I get you.
yeah. So we had sex at that playground after that. But anyway,
Not the first time I've had sex.
Nice.
but it's a makeup sex kind of situation. Anyway, I should have known better. I should have ran away, but I didn't. I was like, let's get married. Let's do this, man. Fucking $1,800 on the engagement ring. Bam. We got platinum. We got fucking
Letting shit.
we got custom rings, baby. Anyway, yeah, I'm like, let's move in together. Like the whole deal.
Whole deal. Buying a house. Did the whole thing.
Bought the house, yep.
Fuck.
Bought the house and everything. And like, yeah, it just got worse. Like I thought like getting married, all right, she knows I'm with her.
6 years of getting worse and worse, dude?
Oh my God. You
How
have
the
no
fuck?
idea.
When
I
did
can't
the
I shouldn't go too much
No,
deeper.
no. And you know what? The details are fine, but when and what was the breaking? I don't need a lot of details.
What's
but
the breaking point?
What was the breaking?
Oh, dude. I've been telling this like quite a bit. And it's crazy because we're in Mercury retrograde, fellas. And I don't know if you partake.
Sorry?
No.
I missed that.
No.
we're
Star bullshit.
We're in Mario Gatorade. But no.
I'm so lost.
Mercury, listen, I've told this story. All right, look, Mercury retrograde, man. It's time to
Mercury
reflect.
retrograde.
It's time to reflect, man. All right, look.
Mercury and Venus are close. They
Yes.
don't get along. They
I
got some
understand.
beef back from the old days.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Oh, he
Anyway,
knows. Yeah, Jesse, go ahead. So
I'm far
what's
out.
up,
I'm far out.
Mercury's giving the
I've been
cold
telling
ass
this
shoulder.
Shut your mouth, Jesse.
I've been telling this story quite a bit. All right, so
Jesse.
listen. I'm telling you, like, this is the point where, like, I'm going to fucking Home Depot or whatever, and I've, like, developed a habit of holding my shirt in order to bend over to pick up something off the lower shelf. Because if my boxers show, then we're going to have a fight for a week.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. And when we're watching a movie or whatever, and there's a woman in a bikini, I have to look away.
Right.
And if I don't look away, or if I look
She's
away too
reverse
soon,
Musliming you.
oh my God, yes, reverse muzzle.
Right.
I don't even know if that's insensitive. If it is, I mean, I am Neil Wood.
It's not even reverse.
I don't think it's
Musliming.
reverse.
It's kind of just Musliming.
Yeah, it's Musliming.
That bitch should be covered up. So my man, you're tempting my man.
I mean, I've
Stone that bitch.
said this.
Oh, my God.
I've said this before. I understand different cultures. I live amongst Muslims. It's all good. But like that, for that kind of control issue, I mean, obviously that's not where she's getting it from. She's coming from like a control standpoint. She's like, I've never heard that. That's new. Boxers out?
Boxers out.
You know how many guys that would fuck up, dude? No one I know keeps a steady belt. Like they never. Like Adam's pants are actively falling down probably right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, no,
that's
I always have it-
insane.
yeah, video podcast.
Oh, dude.
Shit. I was looking at the boxers. I missed that you had like a Jimbo
Tom
cord.
Bair. Tom Bair. What are you doing?
I've been
Tom
losing.
Bair?
I've been losing some weight lately.
Dude, this
you
is
know?
New Jersey.
Yeah.
New Jersey is showing how are you.
Even
it
fucking
is
better.
good to see you.
It's Yogi. He's not used to pants.
Even better. Even better. Listen, I'm just saying that this rope was found by my father. It's crabbing. It's crabbing rope.
It's
that he
crabbing
found,
rope.
that he found
It's
on
your
shore.
fucking heirloom rope.
Dude.
He found on shore in the Chesapeake Bay, and I was like, "Oh, man, that's some good fucking belt material." Right there. Listen, I've been losing a lot of weight, man, and like I'm in between sizes. I can't fit in a 34, and I'm coming from a 36. 36 is falling down. This is your 36s, man.
Tom
And
Bair.
I need a
Tom Bair.
Yo, you goddamn right.
Tom Bair. You always, that's when you go with your old military style belt, dude. You go with the ones that are just like a
cotton
vinyl
ones?
fabric. Yeah,
I got
scissors.
it.
Send those up, dude.
I got one at home.
Because you look like a fucking, like Huckleberry Finn got
Yo.
old and moved to Cali.
I'm
like
all
that is,
about it.
you
I
are
still
spectacular.
love the dad. I'm like, listen, come here, son. My father wore this rope over in Normandy, and it got him out alive.
This here's a crabbing rope.
Us fair.
Oh yeah, you have to remember this story is based on the fact that he not only was his dad's like, oh, that's some good crabbing. He was like, no, those are good crabbing ropes. That's where he was at, dude. That's the level there, dude. That's insane. I love it, dude.
My dad's not a crabber, by the way.
I
wanna
understand
say,
that.
He scans the coast looking for things, sea turtle skulls. He's got it all, man. He's a bone collector. All right, he finds a bundle of rope.
Shout out bone collector Ellie Summerling. That's sorry, that just happened last night. She's collecting dick pics, and in the car on the way last night back from the show. On the way. Oh, also thank you to the Pop-In. If anyone's listening from that, great show. Thank you so much for coming out. Tom Bair's actually going to be on a show later on, so go check that out.
Can I be on one eventually?
Maybe New Year. We'll get you. Yeah, you'll be on there, baby. You wait your turn. But last night she was like, "Yeah, I'm collecting." I was like, "Oh, you're a bone collector," and she didn't put it together. But dude,
that's fucking great.
What is going on with you? So
we're all
the
over
fight.
the place.
So yeah, we are. But here's where we're coming back to is, so the breaking point is what? Because you're saying okay, the boxer thing happens, and you're like, okay, so you do rally with your family, and you're like, hey, I need to get the fuck out of this relationship or something. What happens?
Rally around the family, pocket full of divorces.
Pocket full of turtle skulls.
Anyway, everything becomes a song to me. I don't know if you've noticed in my comedy, but anyway, listen. All right, so here's the deal. Here's the fucking deal. I'm not allowed to talk to females ever. Like my buddy's girlfriend, I can say hi and that's it. All right, this is at the level I'm at, right? So at some point, I'm like, listen, I'm going to buy a motorcycle, right? I'm like, yo, I got some money.
It doesn't have tits on it. I'm allowed to look at it.
Yeah, and she's like, listen, you're going to be scanning around for girls on that fucking thing.
Jesus Christ.
How did you not just power bomb her through a tape?
You know,
listen, it just takes it's just small little things.
It's increment. No, that's how it works. Control happens incrementally.
If she just said it right off the bat, now listen, I had a really controlling father, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I know how to fall in line. That's my problem.
Okay, that makes all the more sense if this was something you already kind of fell on.
Dad? I'm trying to remember what I was talking. No,
far from military, but we'll get into that.
Strict.
I got a lot of.
We have a lot to go on. So let's wrap this up because we got to get into
shit.
Dude, we're only on divorce 1.
Oh, I understand.
It's ridiculous.
Dude.
It's an epic.
There's so much.
It's an epic tale.
This is part 1.
I get into stories. Dude. Anyway, listen. All right, so I went out and bought a fucking Triumph and brought it home. Was like, yo, I got a motorcycle now, and she just that was my dividing point.
Fuck Harley Davidson, Triumph all day.
You're goddamn right, man. Right. Yo, well, the Hells Angels would say it's a limey bike, but I prefer the
fuck those.
Yeah, I prefer the British. I prefer the Brits. You know, no, it's an awesome bike, man. I fucking bought it. I brought it home, and I was like, yo, this is my fucking motorcycle. And she was like, you're gonna be scanning for tail. Anyway, so that was that was a defining point where this is the crossroads, man. Come on, crossroads. Anyway, so I took.
If you could stop doing that, please, you're gonna get us booked.
I'm probably.
You're not. I don't give a shit.
We're gonna get us booked. Anyway, so
I'll see
look,
you
dude,
at the crossroads.
it was
you won't be lonely.
There you go, dude. It's just once it gets in your head, you can't stop. It's like wake up. It's the first of the month. Yeah, all right. It's just like my age is showing. But anyway, listen, that's a crossroads point, man. And look, it's a Triumph, man. It was like kind of fucking. It's a little symbolic. You know what I mean? Like this is the point where I'm like, no, listen, I might fucking bend down. I might be completely programmed to bend down when you're not around to cover my boxers, but I will buy a motorcycle and ride it. Yo, so anyway, I grew up riding motorcycles, man. It's like in my fucking blood.
What year did you get of a Triumph?
Well, that's the thing. It's an 03, but it's done up old fashioned. It's done up old fashioned. So every time I pull up to a stoplight, an old guy goes, "What year is that?"
Yeah. No, I'm familiar.
And I'm like, "It's an 03," and he's like, "Well, did you just put a different tank on there? What's it, a Honda?"
Oh God! And your wife is just imagining 16-year-olds with their tits popping out, like, "Ooh, that's a nice motorcycle." When in reality, hey,
it's all man.
What's going on?
Is that panhead stock?
It's 50. It's 50-year-old men just like, I used to have one of those when I was 17 when I lived in California. You know, like
you should have fucked with her and just fucked one of the 50-year-old men.
Dude,
she'd have been none the wiser.
She would still been jealous. Anyway,
looking at that old biker ass.
Oh my God! All right. Anyway, so I got this Triumph, whatever, this and that, and that was the point, man. I started to break off a little bit. Anyway, I started, being in bands again and playing shows and shit. She didn't like me playing shows. I was like the front man. I'm like the fucking head stage dude, like she doesn't want to fucking.
She really thinks that women are going to basically maul you and suck your cock.
Yeah, you're not a bad looking guy, but she thinks you're way hotter than you are.
Like I'm like Luke Perry or something.
Also, she's
Sideshow
also
Luke Perry.
Well, so this
Luke Perry then.
Sideshow Luke Perry.
So they've talked about
Rest
this.
in peace.
They've talked about this in psychological circles. They talk about this is a relationship paranoia. It's our fault. I honestly thought when I got them. Now I realize I should have went felt covered. Because the moisture.
I keep getting hydrolock on this thing.
For the audio only people, the coasters stick to the bottom of the glasses, so you go to take a sippy sip and then you get a
you get a drop. But it's basically relationship paranoia, where you start to then even more so, you start to imagine the ways in which someone would cheat on you.
Right.
And it gets ridiculous.
It gets ridiculous.
And because it happens incrementally, you don't realize. You just don't, it doesn't fathom. Oh, okay. Pants outside in a Home Depot.
I'll keep my pants up. Okay, I won't talk to Steve's girlfriend before you know you're fucking.
Don't look at your mom, dude. Your mom's a fuck. She's got tits. Be careful. Like it gets weird.
You used to suck on those tits, didn't you?
This fucks with your mind, man. It gets crazy.
So eventually, you just walked up and
I'm playing the show. I'm playing the show one day, and a friend out of nowhere just comes out of nowhere. And he happened to be divorced, and I was like, and he's the same age as me, and I was like, damn, people my age get divorced, you know? And I was like, damn. And then so he comes to the show, and he brings a girl with him, and the girl was a friend. They used to date. There's a friend, whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll leave her name out, but you know, Kelly's got a Triumph.
Ooh.
And I'm like, really? And dude, all I want to do is have a conversation with this woman.
Right.
Like, not many women ride motorcycles, man. And I am all about the powerful women out there that fucking break the boundaries, baby.
My sister was the only woman I knew for a long time who rode a motorcycle. Yeah.
I want to get your sister's number.
She had a fat boy.
Oh shit.
Way to go. Yeah, dude.
We should talk.
She doesn't fuck around.
You got some decent jeans. I'm all right with that.
Yeah,
anyway, so
sorry to cut you off again.
So no, you're good. I want to have this fucking conversation with this one, but I know that I will have a fucking argument with her. I just cut it short, man. I cut it short. I was like, oh wow, that's great. Awesome. We have the same exact, not same exact motorcycle, but same engine. Like, dude, we can talk for fucking hours about motorcycles. I need to walk this way.
Yeah.
Walk this way.
Walk this way.
We're just going to have a fucking playlist.
This way.
So anyway, I play the show or whatever, and this and that, and we go home.
Tom's cheating on his
man,
wife.
This girl's in my head. Or whatever. I look her up, on Facebook and shit, and I started seeing like things about
out in the shed.
Yo, she's going on she's going, and she's divorced too. I was like, man, I'm meeting all the divorced people all of a sudden. I'm all about I'm all about like finding the patterns, man, and following the patterns, man. Follow that fucking white rabbit, and where's it gonna fucking lead you? So
you did acid at a young age.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I'm a mushroom guy, but
okay. Sorry,
anyway. Dude, yeah, follow the patterns. Anyway, so this is in my head. So anyway, me and my girl, my wife, we go on a trip to the Bahamas, which is weird because she grew up in LBI. She went to the fucking beach every fucking day, but we never been to the beach since we started dating because she was afraid I was going to look at women on the beach.
Jesus Christ!
But she booked this because it was in hurricane season. It was cheaper. And it had a private beach, and there was a lot of trees around the pool, so no one would see me with my shirt off. Okay, so
don't want to say.
So
God forbid.
So this Bahama Island, it's a little island called Eleuthera, and you rent a little Jeep, man, and you get in the Jeep, and you got your snorkel gear, and you fucking ride up and down the fucking coastline, and just pop out anywhere, just swim in the water, fucking see fucking shit. It's awesome, right? And I'm like, yo, come out here in this water. Let's do this. We're doing this. This is the first time I've ever snorkeled. Right. And she's like, she just wants to sit on the beach and fucking drink, man. Like, she's alcoholic at this point, by the way. And she's alcoholic by this point. And, man, I'm telling a lot about this shit. Oh, my God. And I'm a pothead.
Well, you're a drinker of libations, but you're not someone who's...
No, I dabble, but I was more of a pothead at this point. I was like, well, if you're going to stay home and drink, I'm going to stay home and get stoned. But anyway, so, I'm out there, man. I'm swimming or snorkeling, seeing all these fucking beautiful fish with all these reefs and shit. And I'm like, this is fucking beautiful. You need to come out here. And she's just
You weren't looking at those manatees, were you?
Oh, my God. Yeah, the rolls on those manatees.
It's like manatitties.
Oh.
Sorry, everybody. I apologize. I'm glad I'm not on camera.
So I'm like, dude, I'm out there swimming, and I'm like, dude, listen, like, you're with the wrong, and all of a sudden it hit me. I was like, you're with the wrong woman.
Oh, the ocean spoke to you.
You need to go find a woman just like that woman you just met. Shut the closet.
Thank you. God damn it.
You need to go find a woman just like the one.
Is that good?
Thank you, Jess. You need to find a woman who's just like you. Yeah. So
you need to go find an Amelia Earhart.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you Amelia Earhart now?
No. You need to go find one. An adventurous woman.
Someone. Okay.
So it seems like the adventurousness, because I wouldn't know you to date someone who wasn't up for the adventurousness that you are. So it seems like as the paranoia shifts and then she becomes more and more kind of like controlling of you, she's like, no, I'm going to sit on the beach and just get drunk. I'm watching you for every fucking infraction.
Yes,
pretty much.
Definitely.
And he's like, I need to go find myself an Amelia Earhart who's going to get it fucking out in the middle of the sea and touch my taint. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm out there fucking floating around with tiny little fish floating around on me. And I'm looking at the sky, and I'm just like, you need to go home and you need to get a divorce right now.
Damn, dude.
There you go.
You need to go find a millionaire heart.
You were in the waterbed of the world, is what they say. I think they used to say.
So I came on shore and I took a walk.
Okay.
I came on shore and I took a walk by myself, which is out of character, and anything that's out of character means you're cheating. But anyway, I'm walking down the fucking beach and I find a shell, and it was a perfect shell, man. It was pink. And I picked this shell up and I was like, I'm going to give this to the next woman that I marry. And I took that home. And then the first fight that we got into, I was like, I want a divorce. And she was like, no, oh my God, I'll be better. You can go on motorcycle trips with your friends, all this. And no. I've crossed this line now. We've hit this point, man. I fucking reached this point. I could see something out there, man. And I know it's for me and I need to follow that.
Yeah. It's pervasive and you know it's not going to stop. And you're like, no, I got to go this way.
So I came home, I got divorced or whatever, we put the papers in and shit. And then so I start talking to this girl that I met at the bar. Right. But listen, she's on a different timeline than me. I know she's single, but she's on a different timeline. I'm just getting out of divorce. I'm not going to try to go anywhere near her. I need somebody that's like her. Well, she's like, hey, I'm riding with this group of friends or whatever. I'm riding motorcycles on this second Sunday ride. Come out with us. So I go and I'm like,
is this
all right.
the Triumph girl?
This is Triumph girl.
This is
I'm like, I'm going to follow her and see where she goes.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
So the White Rabbit, man. So I go out and I meet with her and so I go on this ride with her. I crash my motorcycle.
Fucking laid it down, dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're like riding all day. We're riding basically from Philly down to Maryland or some point, and we're about to get lunch. We're 15 minutes in, and there's a lot of gravel on the road. This is the first ride of the season. There's a lot of gravel from the winter. They put gravel roads on there. We're coming down to a stop, and basically everybody's you're in a group of maybe 15 people riding. I say people, mostly men, one woman, and that's the one that I'm trying to hang out with. It's a Triumph girl. And so the White Rabbit. So anyway, so I'm this dude takes the stop sign a little too seriously. We're all rolling through it. It's a country stop sign.
Right. Yeah, you always roll.
In Pennsylvania, you do. Always shit.
Always.
Am I wrong?
Yeah,
So anyway,
no, you're not wrong.
So anyway, I hit the brakes a little harder because this dude didn't. He stopped. Right. I hit the brakes a little harder. I washed out. I fall. I pick it up real quick, and I have to basically. I'm like dumping gas all over the side of the fucking road in front of fucking 10 people. We're like, yo, we're about to get lunch in 15 minutes, and you fucking dump your bike down. And I pull my fucking toolkit, man. I start fucking taking apart the carbs on the side of the road, fucking fix it all, get it all in. Is it working right? This guy stopped by. He had fucking some pliers or whatever. We bent the fucking brake pedal back. We get my license plate back in order, and we go down there. We have lunch, man. All right, so that's like a thing, man. It's a point. It stops. Right. That's the point. That's where it breaks. That's the stop. Things are happening. These things are changing. That point right there, that means something, right? I don't know what it is yet. I
you had a very symbolic
I didn't know it at the time.
He had an
epiphany.
Didn't know it at the time.
I need to stop. I needed the help of a friend, and I'm gonna beat this back into shape, and I'm gonna get back on.
In this whole process, I meet a buddy, right, and his name's Dave, and this is the first ride that he's ever taken with this group, and I happen to be friends with him. He's like, "Oh, you snowboard? Oh man, I have a snowboard group that I run without a meetup or whatever. You should come snowboard with me." Okay, cool, dude. I met him and I met another dude, Andreas, right? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, next thing you know, this is in the summer, right? Winter comes, I start going snowboarding trips with this snowboard group. And you talked
about this, I think, on our podcast, right?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
You talked about that,
I start snowboarding with this snowboard group, and then one thing leads to another, and I meet wife number 2.
I gotta admit, that whole time I was hoping Kelly with the Triumph became wife number 2.
I was hoping that. I think we all knew that wasn't.
All right. So here's an interesting thing. All right.
So what happened with Kelly?
Did you ever hook up with Kelly?
No, I didn't. I was like, listen, that's just over there. Look, she started seeing a dude.
Said different timelines, and that's a man realizing it's not the right time, it's not the right thing.
It's embarrassing to be like, hey, just got a divorce, you want to get married, But listen, she met another dude or whatever, and then look, she met a dude with like a 5 or 6 year old girl. I met
the 5 and 6 year old girl, and you dated her, and it went well, and then she hit puberty, and fuck this noise.
I met a woman with a 5 or 6 year old boy.
Oh.
And so we both became parents together, and
we're looking for those patterns.
We're on opposite timelines. We're in like parallel shifts.
Dude, when you're gonna meet when you're 60, riding old hogs through Tennessee or something, and just be like, are you Triumph? Girl, hey girl, hey girl, quick stop. Hey girl, are you Triumph? I love it, dude. I can't wait for you to meet your third
So the
wife.
dude Dave that I met, I'm living with right now.
Got you.
He's my
Good. Dave's a good dude.
Dave's
now
a
we
good
know
dude.
Dave's a good fucking dude.
Yo, shout out
Solid.
Dave DiPiano.
Solid Dave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's letting me stay at his house rent free. I'm like helping him around the house. I'm like his Irish helper monkey. He doesn't know how to work on the house. I've owned the house for 10 years or whatever. I've renovated every room. Let's do this, man.
Hurdy.
So let's get into the second divorce. Only let's be a little quick about
Holy
it.
shit.
Now, is that the girl with the kid?
So yeah, I was like, hey, I had a thing. I was like, no girls with kids. I'm never gonna fucking do that. It's like dramatic, you know what I mean? But I always wanted to just skip the baby thing and just have a 5-year-old boy.
Okay.
I want a 5-year-old boy to come out. I just want to buy a bike and a fucking remote control car and let's do this.
Okay.
You know, that happened. Well, dude, I met this girl. She didn't want to be with me at all because she thought I was some like fucking redneck fucking player, dude. She was like, listen, you know, like I don't want to, like you think we would be like, I don't know. She said
You
something.
have a rope belt.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but he's got a jovial rope belt.
I got a jovial
true.
rope belt.
It's fun.
Good
It's
crabbing rope.
fun. It's
Yeah,
crab.
it
It's,
is
it's for
good crabbing.
crabbing. Don't catch crabs. So anyway, yeah, I meet this girl and I fucking I gotta find out head over heels in love with this fucking girl, and she's like, she don't want to have nothing to do with me. She's like, oh, you're a redneck, man. I never shot a gun before, Tom. We can't be together. And I was like, whoa, I've never shot a gun. Like, she's like, I don't like guns. I was like, yo, I never shot a gun before.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I don't care for Leonard Skinner. I'm more of a 38 special guy. But
oh,
Yeah,
God. I never shot a gun, man. I was like, I'm not, dude.
So you're riding.
People see
that's
I ride a pickup truck, man. I drive a pickup truck. I put dirt bikes in the back. People think I'm fucking redneck
Think
as
it
fuck when it
becomes
comes down to
redneck.
the Philly people think I'm redneck as
Yeah.
fuck, you know. So I don't know. One thing leads to another. We start talking, and she's got a kid, and I'm just like, dude, man, like, yo, your situation is pretty cool. You're not fucking fighting all the time with your ex. You know, you're really cool.
Seems like she's got a level head.
She's got a level head, man. And yeah, dude, I was just like completely smitten with this.
And how does
girl.
the kid come in terms of play with you? Like, so you're
she's very careful.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She's like, I'm not fucking bringing anybody around my kid unless, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
They
this
mean
dude's for
business.
real.
Right.
And she's like, you're running around, you're dating all these girls in the fucking snowboard group, you know, you're like fucking some redneck player dude, and like, you know, you're smoking weed every day and all this shit, you know. Like,
every day.
I'm like, every day. Smoke weed every day. Yo. You know, you're not.
I've
like,
gotten on a couple lifts. I don't know, dude. You know, you're just like riding. I got on a couple lifts.
You're not father
Digital
material,
lines,
man.
you know what I mean?
And I'm like, dude, this girl, man. I was like, listen. I asked myself, I was like, are you gonna give up a possibility of true love because you're afraid to be a father to somebody else's kid?
You hit one. Like, yeah, it's true.
That's why I asked myself.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm gonna fucking just dive right in, man. I was like, listen, fucking. I've been trying to stop smoke weed I've been trying to stop smoke weed every day for a long time and shit like that, you know. And I was like, look at the patterns, man. This woman's a fucking drug counselor.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was like, how am I gonna meet a drug counselor? I've been trying to stop smoking weed like every day.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that's fucking crazy. Now she's not exactly telling me to stop smoking weed, but still, it's just like, hey, you want to be around here? You gotta be a family guy, man. And I was just like, dude, I'm in it to win it, man. So I was like, fucking cleaned up my act. I was like, we started dating a little bit, and she was like still afraid of me. You know what I mean? Like I'm shaky dude, man. You know.
Yeah.
You don't want to hang your hat on me quite yet, you know.
How long before she like kind of accepts you and it's like, okay, I guess we're doing this? Like, what'd you say would be the time span?
4 years. No. I don't think that ever quite happened all the way, but definitely.
I thought it was enough you got married.
Yeah. Like I'm just saying, like a good 6 months or whatever of kind of like talking, hanging out.
And
like
I think we
doing
might have
things.
skipped though. We might have skipped. She was married before.
She was
I don't
married
know
before
if that was
too.
obviously.
We had the same exact timeline. We had the same exact timeline.
Oh.
She was married she was with her ex-husband and married around the same time as I was. Divorced a little longer than me, but basically in the same relationship for about 10
Oh, I'm
years.
sorry. You did say X and everything, but I just make it clear. Like
No,
you
yeah.
guys, you had very similar timelines, and then it kind of happens that you're both like, on each other's doorsteps, being like, "Hey, we should do this. This sounds like a good thing." She's kind of like, "I don't, you're gross.
Yeah,
But she's got to do it in a cute way. You know what I mean?
You're too fucking wild, man.
Yeah, you're too wild. You're feral.
Every fruit that you pull off the tree, you just let the juices run down your chin. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn.
And she's looking for something more stable. And then, but you
I'm
rise
fucking
to that
stable.
challenge. Yeah,
she wants a less juicy fruit.
Well, honestly,
a banana.
Honestly, I look, dude. I've been working at the same job 16 years. I've been designing ductwork, man. I'm like, look. I might look like I'm fucking floating around everywhere. That's just because I'm single, and she understands that.
That's what I think. I think you're someone immediately like 10 minutes into talking to you. I go like, oh yeah, sure. The dude might be like someone who's down for adventure, but the man knows his shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm surprised she didn't kind of
pick
up on
dude.
that. Yeah,
I'm a girlfriend.
She didn't
dude.
pick up on that. That's surprising that she didn't pick up on.
No,
it.
she was like, there's something here, man.
So what did you immediately like off the bat from her? I mean, she's what were the things that you?
Well, basically the same thing. We had the same problem. Is that her ex was like super inactive, like stayed home, played video games all fucking day, and she's going out without him. And my ex is fucking on the couch, fucking won't do anything, playing video games, the same fucking thing. And I just. I wanted to find somebody to go fucking on adventures with.
Video games ruin marriages.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a video game dude, and she was, and I got a little bit into it. But dude, we're both like, so we're both looking for like somebody to just run away with. I mean, like, so when we first met, dude, we were just going on fucking adventures, man. We were like, at some point, eventually, I taught her how to ride a motorcycle. I'm just saying, like, the true value of chivalry is to teach a woman how to ride a motorcycle and then pick it up for her when it falls. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So anyway, she...
Such a trash thing to say. I love how trashy that is.
I loaded her...
Listen, so that's a bumper sticker 100%, dude. That is so garbage. That is 100% garbage. But I get what you're saying.
No, this is like... No, hold on. I got to back up. It's like, dude, this is like a... Dude, she is like fucking... dude...
You're hitting a lot of dudes, not a lot of points.
She's fucking yoga. Been doing yoga for 15 years.
Right.
She's fucking, like she's into astrology. She's a fucking guru, man. Like,
you got like a little bit of a manic pixie dream girl kind of situation going on here. That you're like teaching things. You guys are enthralled with each other.
She's teaching me about feminism, man, women's rights, the whole fucking deal. I'm learning a lot about fucking minorities and how they live and how they work. She's a social worker. She does good things, and I'm like, hey, man, this is like fucking, this is new and this is different. I'm gonna fucking follow this down. Let's follow the rabbit, man.
Okay.
Where does it break?
Yeah, we're spending a lot of time on this. I want to know.
Shut your mouth.
Where this
I'm
really
curating
breaks.
this adventure, and because we're all getting there, and I think we're there now because we're wondering. That,
all right, listen. I'm just saying. Look. I might be a little wild. I might be a little crazy, and your kids might like me, and I might be a really good fucking dad. And I taught that kid how to fucking ride how to ride a motorcycle. I rode him on a motorcycle, but no, I taught him how to ride a bike, man. I helped him how to read. Right. I met him at 5. He's 9 now. I spent a fucking good portion of his life with him, and like that was my fucking son, right. And that's what it hurts more than the relationship. It's just that we could never find a mutual understanding. Him and his, me and his mother could never find a mutual understanding of like she could never feel very comfortable with me. I'm a little abrasive. I'm a little rough sometimes. She's very delicate. She's very sensitive. She's an empath. And, we rubbed each other the wrong way. When we were having fun, we were co-parenting
was it conversation issues? Was it like communication problems where it seemed, because I mean,
just the way you see the world, man.
Yeah. Well, dealing with an empath is one thing too, but I can understand that you are also very like a patient person. I feel like I get that from you at least. I could be wrong.
No,
I could be wrong.
I'm an Aries.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I know. I'm broken up all this fucking astrology
shit.
I know.
Wait, so, what's the symbol for the Aries? I forget.
The ram.
The ram.
Nice.
I was going to say the goat. Is there a goat, or am I just thinking
goat ram?
It's close enough.
Yeah.
But so you're hard-headed.
No, well, I'm hard-headed, but also I'm not afraid to just run into shit head first.
Sure, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah,
now listen. What I'm just saying. I told you I'm Aries after you know me.
Sure.
What do you think?
No, that's what I don't get from you because
Do you think that I'm Tom Bair's? All right, there we go.
God,
don't
God
me,
damn
right?
it!
You're
but out of the shit you pulled. Out of the shit you pulled. Are you
fucking
kidding
over
me?
here?
No.
Holy shit. Anyway, yeah.
Disgusted by you. I hope your date goes poorly.
Oh, don't you fucking say
that. Dude. I hope it goes bad.
I'm going to kiss her all over, and it's going to be great.
Kiss you all over. And over. No, you guys don't want to do that? All right, that's fine.
I wish I wanted to.
all over again?
Kiss from a rose.
Oh, you want to do that? That's fine. And I've muted you. Okay, so no, but I'm wondering. So you're doing that, but like, where's the? I don't understand where the precipice was, where like you guys are fighting, and
no one knows, dude. Honestly, no one knows why we're.
It's ongoing.
So this means you got married without ever really being stable in the first place. There was always a little bit of trepidation,
which is what you kind of said off mic. You kind of were like, I don't know if we ever really grew together. Is what you said. I'm sorry to blow you up.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I think that look, dude. I got like Irish commitment. You know what I mean? Like I'm not fucking ever gonna leave you. I got the loyalty there.
Right.
He's in it for the long.
I understand it.
I don't seem like a person that does. But no, she's like fight or flight, man. She's just gone all the time. She's a deer.
So who ultimately? What ultimately killed it, and who made the call?
It's just like we fought for about 2 months, man, off and on about like just certain things about like me not like being very. You're not playing in bands. You're missing the spotlight. You need to go out there and do that whole fucking stand-up thing that you've been talking about.
Dreamboat right there, dude.
So she was like, go do it. And I did it. And then she was like, well, where you at?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, listen, so I'll do comedy one day a week. I'll pick up the kid and I'll try to do as best I can. I'll fucking cook dinner. And like, I'm fucking flexible, man. But I just wasn't flexible enough. I just felt like I was always trying to reach this bar. And then she would raise the bar higher.
Tom, I don't know, man. I think that there's a little something to be said about the because I think you gave it away in when you go, hey, she's fight or flight, and she's flighting a lot now. Like we're in that kind of thing of like the fighting's happened, and I think the okay has been given for the flight, and she's bounced, right? Like, or at least that seems to be the case. Like you're saying that kind of thing, and
well, it's just like she's gonna run again, and I'm just like, you know what, honestly.
This might
go
be
run.
Yeah, go run.
I'm feeling the West pulling me. I need to move out west.
Westward winds.
No, the West.
You might be. Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I feel like something different. Something's changing. I was like, if this is like, man, if I'm gonna sit here and commit to all this or whatever, and I'm still not good enough, then maybe I need to move out west.
Gotcha.
And I've had that feeling for a bit, so it's just Go
this might
find
be your
it.
calling, dude.
Go find it, yeah.
Might be the calling.
Yeah. So I was like, if there's any time to do it,
the Windigo.
But I don't know. Yeah. I mean, there's not too much I want to talk about with that, but
I get you. Was there anything you would do different to wrap up in the previous in this one?
Really, we should definitely wrap. If there was anything I could do different, oh man, I don't know.
I know it's a tough question.
I'm incapable of doing it different. Apparently, because I just feel like I'm trying to like see like, okay, you need these things. You need like me to think about like what you need, and like when I do, you don't need it. But when I don't think about that, this is when you needed it. Right. I just could never find that point where I could like be there for you enough to where you needed me, or when you're feeling. When you're feeling like the fucking world is crashing on you, I'm trying to be here for you, and I'm not good enough.
I got you.
Shit. Well, that sucks.
There it is, dude.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. That's life right there, dude. That's community. That is two people enthralled with each other. They meet each other. They're two waves combining, and then you feel like the rip just happens. The rip tide pulls because it's just like you realize that maybe every part of the communication is everything in a relationship. It is, and when you have butting heads, it's so frustrating. And it's so you're just like, no, like things work. There's something. And then it just pulls, and you realize, like, okay, we can either try to really make this work. Again, your Irish pride there just fucking kicking in, like, right into the fucking end.
I always had a lot of the Irish loyalty as well, particularly the 1X, and it was just terrible combative styles. Because what I was I'm going to take it, and then one day I'm just like, we really can't do this, okay? We need to... I remember I told my ex, like, could you just go stay with your mom for a week? I just need a break. And her response was...
You went old school mob. Like, go stay with your mother.
Go stay with your mother. And but then she used that opportunity to immediately double down. Like, no, if we're taking a break, we should just break up then. Like,
right.
I'm putting my foot down after months. This is not. I'm not bluffing.
Right.
And so we broke up on and off for 8 years.
There you go. Yeah, that's how that happens.
Yeah.
Dude.
So we
So
all
we get
listen. We all listen to music sometimes when we're sad.
Oh, of course.
Which brings us to our topic. One of several songs this week, but the first, it is the depressive, suicidal black metal song of the week. This is gonna be loud.
Yeah, it is.
So this is the band is Through the Pain, and the song is Time Heals Nothing. I'm gonna see if I can pull up some lyrics here. Gone 6 long years, it's been so hard without you. Deep in my head, I feel the way that you do. Never can I forget you're gone. I've been so scared, but I've grown so far. You took your life, made it all so hard. So, that's the depressive, suicidal black metal of the... Whoa! There you have it.
You feel it in your bones?
Definitely phoned that one in a little bit.
Yeah.
But we have more music to listen to because Tom mentioned that some of his stuff is recording. So, Neil, what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of a battle of the bands, and you're the judge. Surprised?
Ooh, I am very surprised. I did not know this was happening.
We should have told him beforehand.
All right, well, let's start
No, it's
out
all
with
good.
you. What to give him something to look up.
Bandcamp.com/Circadian Frequency.
Holy shit! I played at shows with you.
Yes.
I didn't know you were in Circadian Frequency.
Was that in Great Neck?
Yeah, I was a Great
Yeah.
Neck.
Yeah. Was that Kung Fu Necktie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Circadian. Sorry, everybody.
Circadian,
I'm
right?
sorry, we were having a moment and you were trying to remember how to spell.
C-I-R.
CADIANFRE.
Frequency, dude.
What's a
Notice
frequency?
notice how each word has 9 letters, and there's a lot of numerology involved.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Sorry, that's not there.
Okay, let's do this.
Wow, that's weird that it just wouldn't find it. Yeah.
That's right.
Wait, what time?
I'm probably the only Circadian Frequency on there, but
So wait a sec. When did you play that show with Great Neck, my old band, at Kung Fu Necktie? This might have been after I was out because I don't remember. I remember. Band.
I think that that band was. We probably were playing around 2015,
Jesus
maybe.
Christ.
2015.
Yeah, it's still not coming up.
All right, hold on. Keep talking.
Okay.
Just search for Circadian Frequency. It's probably the only one, dude.
Well, the thing is, bands aren't coming up. Actual rhythms of circadians are coming up.
Oh, okay. There you go.
What does that name mean? There it
There
is.
you go. That's it. Top one.
Circadian frequency comes first.
I did all the artwork here. This is all me.
Oh, dude. Good work, dude.
I figured I'd
Shabby.
put it out there.
Look at that. I'm just going to change over this codec, make sure we're
So you said you were the singer and the...
Well, I'm main songwriter, singer, recorder.
Okay.
Sorry. You want me to pause it?
No, pause it. Pause it.
Yeah.
Which song do you want? Do you want to hear an abrasive song? I feel like this is
I'm gonna
abrasive.
I'm gonna come back with an abrasive song. So
Okay,
I'll
all
go
right.
abrasive.
Do Searchlight.
The Searchlight.
This is me, vocals and guitar.
All right. Shit. I like this.
This is fun, dude.
So what is this song about? No?
Therein lies a tale. And every song is a chapter.
I can see that. I like concept albums, so I'm all about
Yeah,
that.
this is a concept. This is 3 EPs, 3 songs each. Each one is a chapter. This particular song is Searchlight, which is and I have the lyrics there. But look, I didn't realize
right up here.
I didn't realize the subconsciousness of it, but basically.
The life outside the sea, I hear it calling me. The life outside the sea, I hear it calling
maybe
me.
not
With all their
Rammstein.
crabbing rope, it's gonna fit my pants.
I don't know if it's Rammstein exactly. The life outside the sea, I hear it calling me. Yeah, that's definitely it. But no, yeah, I recorded this, man. I mixed it, mastered it, the whole deal, man. This is all me. Yeah. So each chapter is a different story and different story. It's like I love concept albums, man.
You know what's funny?
It's concept punk.
What I'm gonna bring up is from a concept album I wrote.
Okay.
Neil, if you could go to YouTube, look up my name along with the word Megiddo. That is Megiddo. So here's my basic thing. I had the thought, I was 14 when 9/11 happened. And years later, I had the thought that, if I'd been 18 when it happened, I absolutely would have joined the army. And I would have fucked up my life. You misspelled it.
I probably did.
M-E-G.
Oh, M-E-G. Sorry.
Yeah. G-I-D-D-O. No.
Oh.
Yes. No, well, the thing, yeah, there. Sorry. Okay, so, so this was my song about 9/11 being a young boy. That is still his old song.
This is a cool instrumental part, though.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, this is background. Sorry, everybody. Jumping between stuff.
We're asking a lot of Neil right now.
No,
Neil, you're doing
Producer Neil.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah. So I've never been happy with the vocals in this song, but
I think I heard this one when you posted it.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It was right out of it. It is metal, so there's a bit of an intro.
It's got a fucking Iron Maiden feel, man, but it's faster, it's thrashier.
Oh yeah, definitely more thrashy.
Yeah.
I'd say jump forward about a minute. God, it still hasn't started yet. Fucking metal.
You're dumb writing.
About to kick in, motherfucker. I love these riffs. Beneath my feet. Woo. Watching close as the steel of the skyscraper bleeds into the streets. Alright, that's enough of that. So Neil, who wins the Battle of the Bands?
I think you played a little longer of his, though. I was just saying.
It took forever for mine to start.
I know,
it's my party and I'll play if I want to. Oh my god!
I told you I came from the Metallica school, which means and now I have prog rock. Believe me, I have played like prog metal for girls, and it's been like
I had every Metallica shirt.
We're like 9 minutes in, and there's no vocals yet. Like, oh no, they're coming.
No, I'm all about that, man.
Great. I need a little bit of silence. I just need to do a little re-listen. Because I really did like Jesse's stuff. I want to say that right now. I just want to say that right now. That was I have not heard that song. Not that I remember. And as a friend for years now, I have not heard that. And I really dug that. That was really good.
That was
very
one.
Well done.
That was one of the where I was doing all the writing myself. Like that wasn't even a band. That wasn't even a band. I hired a drummer for that song,
Gotcha.
and I was playing and doing everything else.
Yeah. That is it's very nice. But I want to just judge a couple things just off of this one. So this is back to Tom's stuff. I just want to. Skipping ahead just a little, just to see.
All guitar effects by me.
Okay. This is tough, dude. So yours has the edge. Well, both the edge is there's a little competition for the edge. Obviously, I feel like yours is. I think you kind of gave it away and just be like, one, it took you like 2 minutes to get to the start of the song.
Right.
So that's a little annoying. That's a little. I know that's how metal goes.
Listen,
I get it.
It's a
my baby over here.
It's a concept album.
Yes,
that
it
was
is.
track 2. The first track was an intro track. You got to build a little bit.
I don't want to hear excuses. What I want to hear is Tom didn't do that. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, there's not 2 minutes of nonsense. But what you did deliver was great. It's really tough.
I put my 2 minutes in nonsense in the middle.
In the middle. Like it should go. Like it should go.
Like
That's
an Oreo
where
cookie.
it goes.
It's an Oreo cookie.
Because when you get through that, as song listeners, you go like, we get through it, and then, ooh, good, the rest of the song. That's how it works. Fucking metal's just like, no, you're going to listen to 2 minutes of weird, like, you know, just like soloing until we actually start, and then we'll do a bridge, and it'll be a whole thing. Originality, I want to say to Tom.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
I will give him that out of the gate. I think that in terms of the concept album, obviously, not to say that yours doesn't have spunk on it, doesn't get a good vibe on it. Just you're not the first person to do 9/11.
My concept album was about 9/11, so if you vote against me, you don't support the troops.
You don't support the troops. Exactly.
The first responders.
I will say overall, yeah, I'm going to probably go with Tom, just out of originality.
All those
but, dude,
first responders with
is
asbestos in their lungs, they're crying right now.
Do not fucking Jon Stewart me right now.
We've all heard Megadeth before, you know what I mean?
There it is. Yeah, baby.
I wrote that song when I was 19 for
No,
fuck's sake.
you're good. Yeah. No, it sounds good. I heard you. You posted it. I think right around when we became Facebook friends.
Yeah, I had just started
it.
making those videos because as of right now, those recordings they just exist on my laptop more or less. So.
No, it's good. I like thrash. I love thrash, man. Okay. I grew up with fucking thrash Mataga, you know, like early Mataga.
Let's say my dad really got me into the thrash metal stuff. So you mentioned your father was a bit of a strict man. Right. What was your childhood like? Was it rough? You have siblings?
Yeah, I have a younger sister.
Okay.
And I was playing. No, sorry.
All right, let's. Just
my sister's Brittany, right? That's what.
Ah, shit.
My sister's a Brittany. Brittany, yeah. Anyway,
I know what you're talking about.
No, I don't think she's that hot. I bet that's what a brother's supposed to say.
I still don't know
your brother's
no, but I'm saying it from anyway. Anyway, no, look, dude. Look,
I love it.
My dad grew up in Belmar, man. Fucking.
Oh, that's all right. You're from the belly of the beast.
Yeah.
Wait, how old's your dad?
I don't know. He doesn't know how old I am. I don't know how old he is.
You think he's around?
No,
is that what you thought?
No, he's around.
He's around?
I want to know if he knows.
He's still catching those crabbing.
I want to know if he knew.
He actually has a great line of crabbing belts.
If he knew any of the drams.
Oh, he might.
Honestly, it's like
Belmar is lousy with them.
I wonder that. All right, so here's the funny thing is that my dad met my mom, and my mom's name is also Bair.
Okay.
Right. So her name is Baer, and his is Bair. So when they got married, and they lived in the same fucking town. They lived in the same town. It was like, oh, that's a Tom Bair over there. My dad's name's Tom, by the way.
Is your mom named Tina?
No.
Okay.
Tina.
I know. I just realized, like, oh, my mom had a friend, Tina Bair.
Suzanne.
Okay.
Suzanne.
Okay.
Oh, it's funny. I mean, it's like, well, it's interesting.
You definitely know each other. Like, we all know that.
This podcast
it'd be funny that we knew
we're related in some way.
I know, right?
Belmar is far too small and far too trashy for you two not to know the same people. So we all know that's going to happen.
That's what I thought too, honestly. But my dad, was like one of 6 kids. Mom died when he was 12. Father's alcoholic, beating the kids, the whole deal. They all ran away.
So he was a step up, if anything.
Yeah, well, they all ran away, man, and went and lived with their grandparents and shit, and but left the one behind. So I have like a long lost aunt that like we don't talk to or whatever. She's the youngest. She stayed with the father somehow. I have no idea how that works. Anyway, so So my
Turns
dad
out
grew
I
up
like
rough.
kids. It's just easier to take care of one.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He just heaped praise on that one because like I could do this.
So yeah, my dad had a rough life, and he's a pretty rough dude, and never wanted to back down from a traffic fight. Never.
There you go.
Belmar fashion.
I got a lot of stories about that. That's what I'm saying. Like you got a lot of dad stories, and I was like, every time I listen to a podcast, I'm like, oh God, I want to go on there and tell my dad stories.
We're gonna have to definitely do a part 2.
Yeah,
we're definitely have to do
I
a
know
part
it's
2.
ridiculous, right? I got way too many.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we jump straight to, because you have to leave. Right, because you have to probably get the fuck out.
I could do like another 20 minutes. I wanted to eat some of that pizza, honestly.
I got you. It's out there. It's
Right.
waiting for it. Let's go. Let's go another 10, and let's dive into a little bit of this.
Let's do a part 2. What are we at right now, time wise?
So we're at an hour 07.
Okay,
and I want to do
maybe next week. Like
that's what I'm saying.
We could bring him in with Foster because it'll be two timers.
He's just too much. He's too much for one podcast. To be honest, and I'm dead serious. So I want to say that we get into all like the family stuff another time as well. Now
worst thing, best thing we ever did. Come on.
Yeah. Well, now I want to jump to this though. I want to hold on to that. I want to hold on to all that for the next time, but I do want to go. I think we just jump straight to death, and we say, "What was your first experience with death?"
See, that's the thing. That's where I'm weak at.
That's okay. That's all right.
Nah, man. Not many people died in my life.
Okay, that's a good thing.
I had a cousin. I had a cousin that died way too early. Younger cousin that died, and that was like rough. And that was a big thing.
Drugs, accident, what?
Yeah, drugs. Yeah.
A drug accident.
That'll get drug accident.
Yep.
That'll happen.
And yeah, I mean, it was like, you know, my dad and his brother are fucking boys, man, for fucking ever and ever and ever.
Really?
You got a problem, you call Bobby Bear, okay? I'll come over here and fucking take care of shit if I ain't around.
He's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, no, it's just
call
like,
Bobby Bear, dude.
You know, we're gonna team up. You know what I mean?
We're gonna team up. Let's do it.
But then somehow they had a rift, man. They got fucking in a fight or whatever, and we're like, dude, man, like, Bobby Bear's fucking son died, man. Like, this is gonna bring this is gonna bring Dad and fucking
together.
Uncle Bob back together again. And like, we went to the funeral, man, and
couldn't do it. Yeah, couldn't do it.
No,
they stood their ground.
Way too Irish for that.
Trayvon Martin did and stood their ground like a bunch of dicks.
Sorry about your son, asshole.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Yeah.
That's tough, dude.
Yeah. So that was hard. He was like the middle child of 5 boys, you know, and you know, losing him was a little rough. But I don't have much experience with death. I feel like every pet I've ever owned died or ran away, and I have an all right disposition with losing things. Okay. So
that's okay. Well, how about what do you think happens after we die? What do you think is out there?
We're united with all our dead pets and dead relatives, and we have barbecues forever in the clouds.
I'm I'm definitely one with the reincarnation. I just feel like you need to recycle. You know what I'm saying?
See, here's the thing. I was actually thinking about this earlier. We have a bit of a fly problem at my house right now, which we have every summer. But I am big on hoping reincarnation. I had the thought, like, I hope karma doesn't come into play, because I've killed, like, easily 200 flies in the last day. Like, I am strictly with a fly swatter. Like, I am being written
individually.
I am being written. Yes, I am being written in their sagas as we speak, as the great beast that arose from the sea and fucking murdered them all. So if karma's a thing, I'm fucked on I I have at least 200 lives as a fly to go.
You know what I was thinking when you were saying like flies? Was like, oh shit. Are those just like open micers that didn't make it in years past?
Yep. That's it.
They're just flies. Like if they're reincarnated, they're all like open micers, just fly on the wall. Look at me. Mm-hmm. Sorry, dumb idea. But no, all right. So you think reincarnation's kind of
reincarnation, man? I believe in past life, man. I feel like souls meet each other, like you know,
White Rabbit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Connecting dots, man. I get you. I know where you're at.
I'm like, yo, follow that. Whatever it is, man. Whatever it is. You see that thing? If you see 2 things connect, that means you know you're in the right spot. You're on the right path.
So this is a little something Jesse doesn't know. I was thinking about this earlier today. I was like, I think for the end of this podcast, it'd be fun to do. What are parting words you would say to your younger self? If you had to say anything.
I can beat you to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, give me yours.
Let me still in that.
Yeah, still on
it. Nobody thinks the angry guy is cool. The angry guy is so obviously a porcupine with his quills up, just trying to keep his soft little belly from getting hurt.
Sure. Yes. Yeah, very true.
And I came up with that after getting in like some online arguments on fucking Reddit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Just like people freaking out, a lot of like the edgelord, like, oh, you're some kind of faggot N-word.
Yeah.
Like, buddy, you're not impressing anyone.
Right.
It's going to be okay.
You're being hostile. And listen, we're all just having arguments. We're having discussions, whatever it is, just mellow out.
You know, we talk a lot about autism awareness, but if we're going to be honest, we have to be aware that autistic people are fucking assholes a lot of the time.
This went different than I thought this question would go, to be honest.
They just don't have the people skills, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, it's a wide spectrum, and yeah, you meet all the time.
I got a touch of Asperger's myself. I got a touch of the burgers.
Touch of the burger.
Turkey burger.
Tom's Burgers. Yeah. So
TomBair burgers.
I would probably tell my younger self that you know, not everything. Don't say everything for the joke. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like anything to make you laugh, and
sure.
not everything.
Right.
And,
hold a little back.
Hold
every
a
once.
Dude, yeah, hold a little back. Dude, holy shit. I am just like an open fucking book. I'm like, read me.
Yep.
Yeah,
I woke up to some terrible Facebook posts I made last night. I was like, I got to delete all that shit right now.
Holy shit.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
I have been in a relationship that is very, I've been in that relationship where it's very polar opposite. When one's very used to being an open book, let's say that's me. The other person's not that, and it's you meet a lot of crossroads. You fucking hit heads and being like, it's just what I talk about. I just talk openly about stuff, and that can be tough. And I get that kind of inclusiveness. I think that's a good note to just hold, because I think that's something I would have said to myself as well. And also, just don't be like scared of other people. Sometimes, like the people that you think are cool are also 100% don't know what's happening, regardless. Yes. Like that's another thing.
That would be the other thing I tell myself.
They don't know what's happening.
Everybody's unsure. Everybody's a little scared.
One of the things that I wrote on after I got divorced the first time, one of the things I wrote on my OkCupid profile was anything for a laugh. Things will get spontaneously broken or miraculously fixed at the same time in order to achieve that. Yes, and that's definitely my problem, I guess, is that, I am too much for the spotlight. I too much want to make everyone laugh and entertain everyone, and I don't think about the people that I'm going to hurt in the process.
Mm. When you try to entertain everyone, you end up not pleasing quite a few.
Yes.
Well, Tom Bair, I think we should leave it there, and I think we should wait for part 2 to
hear let's do part 2, man.
The rising of Tom Bair.
And next week I will not have a date, and we can actually do the drinking podcast like this was supposed to be.
And I would want to say, Tom Bair, Tom Bair, can you hit us with your social just one more time? Your social media, and not
Tom Bair.
Your social.
Tom Bair
314.
Tom Bair. It's Tom Bair, Bair on Facebook, and Laughing Bear, all one word, at Instagram, and that's all I got. Oh, also, check out my YouTube, man. I make a lot of videos. I got snowboarding videos on there. I got a lot of crash videos. I got a motorcycle trip where I travel across Spain for 5 days, and I made a whole video out of that with some music and everything like that.
Holy shit,
it's pretty
dude.
cool. Tom Bair on YouTube.com, and I do little skits and stuff. I do a lot of editing.
We'll put that in the details.
Yeah,
we'll put that in we'll put that in the notes for them to pick that up. Awesome. And Jesse Bammies?
You can find me on Twitter at Jesse Dram. Also on Instagram, because I got a new phone, so I've already forgotten to post.
I get you. I understand.
Yeah. Check out the Black Cat Tavern every first and third Wednesday. It's coming up this Wednesday. Good
lineup.
This might not be up by then. Yeah.
Oh, it might not. Yeah, I remember you seeing that lineup.
Very last minute put together. I threw
good lineup.
I threw Jeff on it again, even though he'd already done it, because we're actually having the showcase there on the 20th.
Yeah, Jay, right? Jay's on that,
right.
And then who else is on that?
Billy Strange.
Yeah, Billy Strangey. It's a good group. It's a good group. Go out to the Black Cat. Do that, dude.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. You can check out all my stuff at IamNeilWood.com. Of course, other podcasts and all that stuff is there. You guys probably know. And if you don't, then figure it out. Don't worry about it. We have been the Magic Misery Tour. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate you, buddy. Part 2 is coming soon.
Cherish you guys.
Awesome.
I am going to go have a night of bliss.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Let's all get those expectations a little lower, man.
Bring them a little low, dude. Bring them a little. Honestly, limbo bar this, dude. Put on your rope belt and just bring your expectations a little lower.
Dude, I am 3 months without sex. There's no way this isn't amazing.
Perfect. Let's leave it there. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.
That's okay.
This has been a DropTent Media Production.